All right, 21C, a little bit more complicated because we've got a parabola here. Okay, now first thing I'm going to do is identify the x-intercept here and notify that, watch out that this becomes a vertical asymptote. Now that's right along the y-axis here. So this is where x is equal to 0. Okay, so there's our vertical asymptote at x equals 0. Now, what this is going to do here, this makes it a little bit strange, but that's okay. We just follow along with the rules here. We're going to draw a line through here at y equals 1. Now notice that doesn't cross anything. The graph doesn't actually get up there. All of the action is going to happen here below the x-axis. I'm going to draw that other line here through at y equals -1. And again, to reiterate, the reason why we do this is because these lines here, y equals 1, y equals -1, split the top half into 2 regions and the bottom half into 2 regions. Those regions are going to swap points. Points that are inside here are going to jump below. Points that are up here are going to jump above. Okay? So, these also create invariant points for me. And if I sit on this invariant point and watch what the graph does to the left, the graph moves away from the x-axis. So my reciprocal is going to move towards the x-axis. To the right, my original moves up to 0, which means my reciprocal has to move away from 0. Now, the vertex, when you reciprocate it, doesn't exist. It falls out of this graph here because the y-coordinate being 0 makes that an undefined value when you reciprocate it. So I don't need to worry about there being this little bump anymore. I move over here to the other invariant point and I watch the graph. If you follow the graph to the left, the graph goes up towards the x-axis. So my reciprocal in this same region here has to move away from the x-axis. Then if I look at the invariant point to the right, okay, to the right of this invariant point, it drops away from the x-axis, so the reciprocal has to move up towards the x-axis. Okay. Now, the vertical asymptote here again was x equals 0. These lines here represent what the function looks like. The next thing that we're supposed to do is identify the y-intercept, but because the y-intercept of the original was an x-intercept as well, when you reciprocate it, it goes away. It doesn't exist. So there is no y-intercept here. No y-intercept on the reciprocal.